Hey, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on today? It's your boy Sharif. I'm back. I just got done driving, doing another trip. I'm back in Nashville. I was in Georgia earlier today. Just made it back about 15 minutes ago. I ate, and I'm gonna relax because I got to go back to Georgia again tomorrow. So, it's been a few days since I made a video, and first and foremost, I want to thank once again everyone that's supporting the channel, supporting the page, and supporting the journey. Just for anyone who's just first tuning in, my name is Sharif. I'm going to be traveling to the Philippines to live. This is a permanent move come next month. I fly out May 26th out of New York City, and I land in Manila the 28th. So, I'm definitely filming all that. If you like the content, you like what I'm talking about, you want to, be a part of it, see how it goes, just subscribe, hit the like button. And yeah, just, we can do this together. The purpose of my channel is to show, it's like a vlog. And it's also to show that, the younger generation, the 30-somethings, the 20-somethings, even the early 40-somethings, that you don't have to be retired to live outside the country. And I'm going to show how it's done. It's a personal journey. I haven't done it yet, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of mistakes there. And, but, in any journey, there's going to be, mistakes and setbacks and whatnot. And, I am willing to take those risks. But the title of my video today is the dark side of America. Now, I had told you guys in my last video, I was going to get into something a little bit more controversial, but since this is a vlog and, this is more about my life, I'm gonna have to touch into some controversy, and I'm not trying to offend anyone or, or cause any type of, thing controversial, lose subscribers, but I got to be true to myself at the same time as well, So dark side of America, it's a big reason why. It's not the only reason, but it's a large reason why I decided to become an expatriate in the first place. Leave America. I don't have to tell you guys what happened 2 years ago with the George Floyd incident. That was, that rocked the nation, and that's been, I think that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. There has been brewing tension for decades. Let's be honest, for decades. And I think that was one of the straws that broke the camel's back. And I'm not going to say, I'm obviously black, so I'm not going to say that my side is perfect or everything's peaches and cream on our side, because we know it definitely is not. There's definitely a lot of things that the black community could and should be doing for themselves, but and I'm gonna tell you both problems from both sides, from one side, and then I'm gonna give you another reason why I'm leaving as well. So, as a young man growing up, I did have some run-ins with the law, the police. Some of it was deserved, I'm not gonna lie. I was not an angel when I was younger, so that's to be said. But there were just times when I was just blatantly harassed and, stereotyped, whatever. Not even just by like the cops, just by regular citizens, And it starts to weigh on you after a while when you start to realize that in this country that, I'm an American. I was born here. My mother was born here. My father's from Jamaica, but her parents were born here, and so on. And I was able to trace my lineage back to, on ancestry.com through to the 1700s, and stop there and get any deeper than that. But my family's been here for the better part of, I would guesstimate, 300 years. 300 years. We're American. We helped build this country. My great-great-grandfather fought in World War I. He was part of the Harlem Hellfighters. We are American. And it just bothers me when, after being in this country for so long, I'm still not looked at as being a full-fledged American, except for when it's convenient for certain groups. And I'm not saying this is everyone on that side saying this, but that's how it makes you feel. It makes you feel, and it breeds anger in you. And, and I think that what really rocked me to the core was when the George Floyd incident happened. It wasn't the fact that he had gotten killed, because I've seen that a lot of people in general, whites and blacks, but especially black Americans, killed by the cops. It was the reaction. It was the fact that somebody kneeled on this man's neck for 8 minutes and some change, and regardless of whatever mistakes this man made in the past, regardless of if he was high on drugs or not, didn't matter. He was murdered. And there was an overwhelming reaction of people making excuses why it was okay to murder him. And that has seemed to be the trend in this country when it comes to people of color in general, or even poor whites that don't fit in. There's a lot of white people I know, white friends of mine right now, that get discriminated just as much. Guys who, are bikers, rednecks. I have, a lot of redneck friends, and they tell me the same thing, and they're right. They do get discriminated. So it seems that if you don't fit that general mold of America, what, they're trying to portray, you can be, discriminated against. But never have I seen someone be legally murdered, and people were making excuses and wanting to bring up his past, his this, his that. And as someone who has a past, who's far from perfect, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That broke a part of my mind, and broke a part of my heart. Because, that could have been me. I'm not doing fentanyl, but that literally could have been me. And yeah, and it just showed me that, there's a big divide between the cultures and the races that I don't think is going to ever get fixed in my lifetime. Have we made great progress yet? Yes, but I still think that there's a huge divide there, especially with the population shifting, where minorities are now 40% of the population. So I couldn't get past that. And that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to go. I wanted to, finally be in a place where I felt like, I'm going to start to say it, like a full human being, where people looked at me as being a full human being. Society looked at me as being a full human being, because I know that I am, regardless of whatever might have happened in the past. But on the flip side, as I've gotten older, and as I've gotten into my, 30s, grown into manhood, my views on certain things have changed, whereas I may have been more liberal on certain things before, now I'm a lot more, I want to say, moderate on some things, liberal on some, and conservative on another. And that has brought me into conflict with the urban community and, the black community at large, even members of my own family, even my own mother. There's certain things that, I'm not going to get into the whole politics of things, that'll be a story for another day, as we, up the channel and whatnot. There's just certain ways that I view the world now that I don't like to get free handouts. You see me, I'm in this truck. I'm out here. I basically live in this truck right now. I'm a hard worker. I bust my tail. And, I don't, and I started from the bottom. I'm from one of the poorest areas in the United States, the Bronx. And I feel that with hard work and a good mindset, anyone can make it. And, I'm not necessarily about free giveaways with, just a few things, but it's brought me into contention where when I, other African Americans or Hispanics or, whatever, ask me my opinion about these things, and I tell them the truth because I'm not going to hide who I am. I'm labeled as being Uncle Tom, want to be white now. Oh, you forgot where you came from. Just all these like negative connotations where if you don't subscribe to the fact that, oh, you're an oppressed person and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying we don't have issues over here, but I still have more opportunity here, and I was lucky to be born here. I still have opportunities here that I never would have had anywhere else in the world. If I had been born somewhere else, I wouldn't have the money right now to be able to go to the Philippines. So I'm forever grateful for that. America isn't the greatest country in the world, but you can make a lot of money here. And it just seems that when you don't subscribe to that woke agenda towards just certain things, you're ostracizing that side too, and, I just don't feel like I fit in on either side, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm in that that gray area of someone who has elevated out of his, original surroundings, but is still not accepted by the mainstream center of America. So, and then, like I said, that's just a small part of why I want to go over there, but I had to share my thoughts and feelings on that. These are the dark side. This is the dark side of America. There are people in this country that don't like me just because of who I am. And there's people even in my own race that don't like me because of my views on certain things and the fact that I'm not going to put up with the nonsense or, just say, oh, woe was me, give me money. And I don't know. It's, you know, I just don't feel like I fit in either place. So, you know, the next best step was to, you know, move. And, you know, I've made the necessary steps and done everything I have to do, you know, to come out there. And I'll, you know, detail that for anyone who's interested in coming out there. I'm going to make a little short video on that too, what you need to do to come out to the Philippines. So I hope I didn't offend anyone. You know, as you get to know me, you'll get to know more about me, my family, my friends, family that I have over there already. And yeah, you know, and I hope that you continue to follow me on this journey. So until next time, stay safe, stay COVID free, and God bless.